Hello, welcome to a collective message. This is Tara Tarot 777. Take what resonates and trust your intuition. Okay, so we have 52 magical shapeshifter and we have 25 metamorphosis. And these two numbers are mirroring. So there is a mirroring that's happening in your environment. There is a transformation, a metamorphosis that's happening. Things are shifting very beautifully here, okay? The message for metamorphosis is saying you are in the process of deep and beautiful change, okay? Letting go isn't easy, okay? Especially if you're used to thinking a certain way about your life and how you live it, okay? So it's saying there's going to be some loss involved, but you're going to love what you become. So there's things that you need to let go of. Maybe relationships, attitudes, beliefs, habits. Okay, this is a big, beautiful change here, okay? You're in the process of it, and someone else around you is also in the process. Magical shapeshifter here is saying spirit orchestrates everyone's destiny. So pay attention to those individuals who cross your path and cause you to reflect on your journey. Be awake and aware, and you'll recognize them for the important change agents they are. Your whole perspective about who you are and why you're here will shift. The magical map shifter always initiates you into a better version of yourself. So you are moving into a better version of yourself. You are inspired by someone, maybe many people, but it could be one person in particular who's inspiring you to shift into a better version of yourself. And see that beautiful full moon behind this person here. Okay, yeah, so you are inspiring someone to make this change, okay, to change their life, change their whole perspective. And this is also happening for you, okay? So everyone's getting inspired, everyone's changing, they're wanting to level up, you're wanting to level up. Okay, it's time to leave things that are no longer serving you behind, okay? Let go of things that are, let go of that old skin and change into the best version of yourself. Okay, let's get a few cards. Okay. All right, so Four of Cups, try to flip out, and then we have the High Priestess. So I am seeing that you are needing time alone to process things and get in touch with your intuition. This is a time to reflect. Let's look at this Seven of Swords here, okay? This is bad habits, negative thinking. This is when we're acting against our best interests. This can be lies, this can be deceit here, okay? But when we're looking at this, okay, the Nine of Wands. Now there can be some defensiveness here with the Nine of Wands. This can be someone in your environment who's feeling defensive about having to look at something that needs to be changed here, okay? But the Nine of Wands is also about your inner strength, okay? Your inner resolve to be the best version of yourself, okay? So I feel like you're looking at this here from both perspective of the High Priestess and as this wounded person in the Nine of Wands. You're looking at this Seven of Swords situation and you're determined to overcome and see it for what it is, learn from it, and transform your story. Turn your story in a new direction with the Magician. Okay, Six of Cups is beneath the deck. You might be dealing with children. There can be friends, people from the past who are coming back around again. Maybe with the Seven of Swords, this is about, I'm hearing Irish goodbye. Okay, some of you have gotten into a habit of just leaving a situation without saying anything. That might be it. Okay. Okay, Moon. All right. Now this is Moon in Aquarius. The High Priestess is the Moon. Moon here. This is about spiritual reflection, deep spiritual reflection, not being afraid of looking at what we've been feeding into here. Here are the two wolves. Who are you feeding here with the moon card? Are you feeding your fears? Okay, or are you feeding into your tranquility? So this is like a domesticated dog, and this represents a wolf. Now, interesting, a yellow dog in dreams does represent a unfaithful friend, okay? So there might be something here with a friend who was kind of unfaithful, or maybe this was our fears that we fed into, okay? And this is about seeing things from a more honest perspective. The Empress is beautiful energy. So this deep reflection is making you more secure in yourself, okay? You're feeling more secure about your choices, and you could be a mother. I'm seeing that with the Empress here. This is Venus energy. But I feel like this period of reflection, honest assessment of things, of yourself, your thoughts, maybe things going on in your environment, has put you in a better position here as the Empress. You're actually stronger, and that's what that message of the Nine of Wands is. You're stronger for having reflected on your emotional triggers, okay? And even negative habits or beliefs, okay, that could have made you defensive or act in a way that was not in your best interest, okay? Acting from perhaps a fearful, wounded place. So this has made you stronger, this reflection. This is a beautiful metamorphosis that's happening here. Okay. Can I get one more message here for this Magician card? Okay, where are things heading? What are you going to do with this Magician energy? Okay, you've got something, you've got all this creativity within you. Okay, well, you're going to put it into what you really value. Okay, so Knight of Wands, this can be about traveling, or some communication that's coming back and forth here. There could be some communication that you're having. Two of Pentacles. It almost seems like with the Two of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands, something here that needs to be balanced, okay? Balancing our emotions here. I see that with the Knight of Wands, because they can be very passionate and intense, okay? So something about balancing our intensity, and you're putting this creative energy with the Magician into your family, into your relationships, children, pets. I see wherever you're putting your creative energy and your talents, it's into your investments, your money, your family legacy here. Yes, Jupiter energy. Things are changing for the better. Things are changing for the better because you are changing for the better. Okay. Anything else? I am seeing a conflict that's going on in your environment here. This might be a conflict within yourself. This might be a conflict that someone else is carrying within them. Okay. You are inspiring someone to see where they have been their own worst enemy, and where they may have isolated themselves, okay? Isolated themselves because it was about being right rather than understanding. Okay, so this is someone who's like, I'm right, you're wrong, I win, you lose. But this person's isolated, and it's like just a sad situation. So, yeah, there might be something having to do with, yeah, Five of Swords. Anything else here? Okay, well, the cards are saying that's it. 10 of Wands is beneath the deck right now. 10 of Wands is saying that there is some things There are things that you have to let go of, you have to release, you have to bring to an end. Things are changing. You must change. Change for the better here, okay? You're going to be happy about how everything turns out here, okay? So that is one message here. Let me get a few more cards. Anything else? Okay, yeah, there are some things that are worrying you here with the Nine of Swords, okay? They need to be looked at, addressed. Ten of Pentacles. Okay, this may be, again, connected to your family, your community, involvement in something with work, okay? There's something you need to let go of, okay? Because it's like causing you stress. Queen of Swords, yes. Very, very nice. Repeating cards that were in Aquarius reading. So we have the Queen of Swords, and then we go to the Nine of Cups here, okay? So be decisive. Be decisive. This is the compass barrel, the Queen of Swords, and you'll notice the person in this magical map shifter has a compass right in the center of her chest. Okay, so you know what true north is here, okay? So you're going to be making very wise decisions, and you're going to cut out anything that causes you anxiety or stress, okay? You're going to make choices that are about your happiness, letting things go that are not good for your health, your money, or your family, or, you know, you're making good changes, okay? So stick to them. That is your message. Take care. I'll be back soon. Bye-bye.